like
Hudson Yards. That would have been a perfect spot too. Put a stadium there, but I mean, you got to put the shawarma up there so people can jump off. Like, I mean, what else is there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the point of that thing over there, yo?
The cold D rug food.
That shit. I don't know.
Put the shawarma up
They
there.
don't even let. They don't even.
You can't even go up in it
anymore.
bro.
Nope.
Yeah.
You just looking at it. New York, like. Yes, sir. You know the fucking vibes. The NYCFC Forever podcast with your boy Dave Doobie, a.k.a. Doobie Rocks. And we are back officially. LIC Tonsorial. It is officially World Cup Day. Stadium. NYCFC. God, there's so much to talk about. But first and foremost, Yousef, what up?
Yo.
What's going on, my friend?
¿Cómo estamos, señores y señoras?
Hey, I am married.
You are.
I'm a married man.
Woo!
I'm a married man.
Get that applause going, baby.
Is it this one?
There you go. Good shit. Congratulations, sir.
Married man. He's a married
Maybe this
man.
one.
My man said, I do.
So, what'd you guys think of Dominican Republic? How was well, hold up, time out. Sanchez is in the World Cup, by the way.
Yeah.
He's in
My man said,
Qatar.
He's in Qatar.
I'm going to Doha.
Yeah, he's out there. So shouts to Sanchez.
Living the
We're
best
gonna
fire
talk
fest.
to him in a bit. A little bit towards the end. We'll see if he picks up our phone call and we'll
He's our man on the field.
man in the streets.
Yo, he should get one of those those jackets, like gray jackets that just says press.
or just rock it.
Just like I am on location.
I'm on location out here in Qatar.
Just get some bright yellow raincoat.
Word.
It's hot as hell out here.
Like Ollie from
Family Guy, yeah.
It's hot as fuck. Back to you.
Thanks, Ollie.
Thanks, Ollie.
Ollie Williams. Now Ollie Williams with the weather.
Now Ollie Williams. with
It's
the weather.
raining.
And now John Sanchez with the weather in Qatar. It's hot.
It's hot as hell.
Take me
back.
out.
But anyway, yo, DR was fucking. It was
That was
time
dope,
and a half.
man.
Yo.
That was
Vibe.
dope, man.
It was nice. 88 every day. 85, 86.
Phenomenal weather.
It
Jesus,
just
man.
woke up, go to a pool.
Wake up, get some drinks.
Slept on the beach multiple
Woke up,
times.
drank.
yeah.
Pool, drank,
Took a shit.
drank.
Man, got married.
Drank.
It was a great time, though, man. I appreciate y'all coming out to the wedding, man. It was cool. It was a huge wedding, though.
Yeah,
We had like
bro.
100, I think 105
Over 100 guests flew out to DR. Son, I didn't even think about it until we got home. I texted, I think, yesterday.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, if we did this shit here in New York,
Oh,
that
no,
shit
I
It would have been.
I would have
crazy.
went bankrupt.
like
Yeah,
1,000 people would
Yeah.
have pulled up.
It would have
Shit
been
was
crazy.
It was nuts.
I was telling you, yo, it's hard. Like it's
was
a
nuts.
destination wedding.
That's why we did it. Initially, we were like, all right, let's do destination because nobody's going to come. We'll get 40 guests. Boom. Perfect
Chilling.
amount.
Fine.
Everybody was like, yes, 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 yes. I'm like, no, stop.
Yeah, remember when you said in your speech, you were like, please stop.
Yo, for real.
Slow
It
down.
was, bro. It was OD, bro. My bank account was like, you need some milk. That's why I was taking multiple jobs. I wasn't buying shit, man. It was hard, man. It was hard.
Well, you did it.
But we did it. It's
Mission
over now.
accomplished.
Mission accomplished. We're officially married.
People lost their voice.
Yeah, it was a great time, though, man.
Yeah.
It was fucking fantastic.
Bro.
So got married out there, celebrated my birthday out there, got some
Facts.
huge news from NYCFC out there. We were bugging out because we saw you on the stage. Me and
Yeah.
Lucas were like, yo,
Yo,
how the fuck did he get, not the 9-year-old, he didn't say how the fuck, but I said, how the fuck did Irving get up on the stage, bro? We were so shocked to see you up there.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro. You forgot who I was?
No,
Did you?
A little bit, yeah. I mean,
There's a guy that got in the after party at
facts,
the Let's go.
I was at the NYCFC after party. I had a picture with the trophy before anybody.
anybody.
I was carrying that shit like a baby, like it was my girl.
I mean, you kind of do look like one of the players and shit. So
He said,
was
I'm
in
with
there.
the family.
that's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Nah,
though.
the shit. The funniest was like what before they went out and started talking and shit.
Yeah.
They were all just waiting there. It felt like they were there for a minute. And when you see just fucking Irv just smiling with the blue vest, just like y'all gonna let me stay
Son,
the fuck
he,
up
had
here?
me, he had me down. I think it was you.
It's
You
almost like you were
posted it.
waiting.
We were like, you look like the kid that'd be like, "Hi, Dad."
Oh no, Hoti did during the kids chorus, during the chorus concert.
That big ass smile you had, man.
Yo,
But
it was hype.
for those of y'all who don't know what we're talking about, it was officially announced NYCFC will be getting a stadium. We'll do another clap for that.
Let's fucking
Let's
go.
A stadium officially.
Oh my
The
god!
wait is
bro.
over.
Potential date 2027. Opening season 2027. It's a huge project for New York City. Over 16,000 new jobs, construction jobs, police station, fire station, schools. They're basically building a city.
Another neighborhood.
Another neighborhood. Excuse me.
It's a
They're building
neighborhood.
another neighborhood in the city across the street from City Field. So
2,500 affordable housing units.
2,500
100% affordable housing.
100%
All of them,
affordable.
including
Yes.
250 reserved for senior citizens. And I think it is that it's the requirement is for 40,000 combined family income
Yeah.
or less.
Look at
So
that.
it's like this is for
Nah, this is definitely
as long as
affordable.
everything stays according to plan.
Yeah,
Yes,
Which,
definitely 100%.
which was the main mover of this whole thing was like, there's got to be affordable housing.
Yep.
And then
which is great because the city needs it.
Oh, but
Yep.
and
The
also,
city
but
needs it.
On top of that-
when you sent us that quote, I was like, "This is massive." That's when I teared up.
Yeah.
The day before the stadium announcement on
Yeah,
Wednesday,
the-
Tuesday night, you sent us that quote that this is the biggest housing projects, private or public,
Yeah.
since the 1970s.
Since 1970, he built my neighborhood, Co-op City. 1970,
Yeah.
Mitchell Lama.
that's how
Well,
that's how
Mitchell
long
Lama
it's been
yeah.
since it's been like public conscious housing projects.
Which was also built on contaminated land as well. There used to be a fucking it was like an amusement park that was built on top of this swampy ass area.
Oh shit!
They had to, take everything up,
Clean
and then
it up.
they built Co-op.
That's
out
what
there and
co-op is
stuff.
used to be.
Like,
Oh,
it was
shit.
on like a carnival or like an amusement park. It used to be an
Oh,
amusement
shit.
park out there back
That's sick.
Nah,
back in
man.
the 60s, I think it was.
And also, like, just a cherry on top of a lot of great shit, it's also a privately funded stadium, meaning
Yeah.
there will be no tax dollars
Zero.
used to build the stadium.
Zero.
Yep.
People can play around with the whole, like, oh, they're getting a tax break on the back end, but it's not really a tax break. You're still paying rent on the land. It's like, it's I think like $4 million a year, something like that. I think it's a break, but there's no tax dollars going into the construction of any of
To the
this.
whole project.
So
I'm a bit sad it's leaving the Bronx. NYCFC is leaving the Bronx. We started here. We, obviously.
Hey, we got at least 3 more seasons.
Yeah. Obviously, the Yankees still have their part in ownership, but just missing the name, the Bronx Boys, the jersey, the Bronx Blues, and all that. But listen, I'm just as excited as everybody else to officially have a stadium, which means we're gonna get a brick.
Yeah,
with our
word.
name on it, the whole 9 yards on that whole.
They make
thing.
sure
So-
they make
We'll
sure to
see,
put that
man.
in the email. They're like, yo, we know you guys been asking about the bricks.
Yeah.
We finally got a place for them.
Cause I told Alexis from the Cooligans,
Yeah.
I said, officially we getting a brick. And he was like, where you see that?
It's in the
I'm
email.
like, it's in my email, bro.
gotta
They said my
happen.
brick is coming. So
And I got to talk to Brad Sims.
yeah,
Yeah.
you got to get back on that.
This shit.
Nah, man.
Super exciting about this news, though, man. This is great to officially hear that. That we're, because we had rumors. There was inkling going around and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Dude, it's a proud moment.
It was
very proud.
And we
moment.
got to give it out. We got to give a shout out, I don't know, to Francisco Moya, the city councilor. He was
got to.
Yeah.
he was on that project for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been trying to, get it done. He did switch over to Queensboro when it looked like NYCFC was focusing on the Bronx. But
Can't blame them.
No, you
But
can't blame him.
no,
You
yeah,
can't
of
blame
course.
Trying to do something for
I
his
mean, the
community.
goal along the
Yeah.
whole time was to get a stadium.
Yeah.
Whoever was down to pay for it, and whichever one was more convenient.
him. Yeah.
So we got NYCFC. They found the spot. They made
Yeah.
it happen. All privately funded. I'm like, damn, this is sick. Like,
Perfect.
this is
I mean,
fucking.
you couldn't ask for anything.
You got a school for
Yeah.
650
Word. Yeah.
students.
Yep.
Like, now who knows how many of these kids that are going to be growing up in these affordable housing going to come into our academy? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're going to have all
That
the
too.
facilities
Yes.
in their front yard.
Yep.
Like, right there.
Someone said that, like, oh, you can go from, I think it was Moya that said you can go from playing on Saturday on the fields in Flushing to work your way up to playing Sundays on the field at NYC. So it's like it's you could it feels right. I know it
Yeah.
sucks. Like, it's not gonna be in the Bronx, and had plans gone the way they should or they would have gone, had everything fell through last time, I think it would have been in the Bronx.
Yeah.
But you could tell that that community has a passion that allows for what the league wants, what the team probably wants in the stands. Like it makes
the community in Queens or in the Bronx?
in Queens.
Okay.
Like it just you could tell they all are for it. You know, like in a sense of, or not maybe not all for it, but just at least when it's gonna make a huge impact to just how it operates and hopefully how they support in the long run. Because that'd just be dope if 25,000, 28,000, whatever it is, like you can fill it up.
Nah, it's definitely gonna be. It's gonna be full. Even if it's 3/4 full, I still think we it's gonna grow the game here, especially.
I don't expect there to ever be an empty seat.
Nah,
if it's 25, if it's 25, I don't think there'll ever be an empty seat.
And I think
that would be perfect.
I think this is gonna be.
I think NYC. Sorry to cut you out. I think NYCFC has found the solution to playing well in MLS.
Yeah.
In order for us to not have our stadium not be full. You know what I'm saying? Like
we're not gonna have a downturn.
I don't feel like
years.
we're gonna be. I don't think we'll ever be like, damn, this team is trash. You know?
Oh,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
I think we're gonna be consistent from here on.
Yeah,
out,
like I remember when Nick Cushing, somebody was talking about Nick Cushing at the end of the season. They're like, it didn't really matter who we put in there. Like this is a whole system. It's just plug and go.
Plug and play.
Just go. Like the pieces are set. The system is set. Like. We're moving, and we're going to be one of the biggest clubs. Like I said it the day before, the league is going to change tomorrow when they announce that stadium. We are now, I think, once we have that stadium, the crown jewel of the league.
Oh, you have to be. You have to be. I mean, New York is such an iconic city. One of the biggest cities in the world. And I think the stadium, I guess my hope for the stadium is that it becomes almost like a cathedral, a mecca of American soccer.
I think
you know what I'm saying. So it's like I'm hoping for the best. I hope it's one of the most beautiful stadiums. I hope it's not just some cookie cutter bullshit.
Nah, correct me if I'm wrong though. This will be the first purpose-built soccer stadium that's gonna be within the confines of like a neighborhood.
A neighborhood, right?
I think maybe Cincinnati is one, but it's like you got it's literally sandwiched. Like the plans are right
Orlando
next to
Cities is quite there.
But they had space on both sides. They had space.
No,
are
they're in the neighborhood.
Referring to
gotcha.
Like
in
people
the,
live across the street.
Yeah,
from the stadium?
like the way it's gonna be
I
set up.
Orlando, because remember
Orlando
that first
City's
time
got-
we went, we had to walk. We were literally in the.
Oh
in
yeah,
that
no,
neighborhood,
there's spots
you know?
because to me it's like it's still you still got land on the other side because you were able to build there, and had that church not fought for a spot, they would have just taken that church spot as well. So I think they had land. I mean, it's like
on
all sides, this stadium is gonna be.
There's no space in Orlando City sides though, except for that church. But and I think by now they've already removed it. I think they sold a lot. But I remember one big gripe. I know some people from Orlando, by coincidence.
Yeah,
I don't.
You never lived there, right? You never seen Orlando too much.
I've been. I think I like passed through.
For a few times,
just for a little while.
Yeah.
So I know some people from there, and then they told me they liked Citrus Bowl. I think Citrus Bowl, whatever they were at Camping World Stadium, whatever they were at before Orlando City Stadium opened, and they said they loved that vibe so much better because there was tailgating because they had the parking lots, and then they opened up the Orlando City and there was no tailgating, and then they moved to the downtown bar crawling scene, which I don't know, for me it's like better. But yeah, so like there's.
Yeah, but I think that's an American thing to tailgate.
I don't really care for tailgating.
You bring the barbecues, you hang out
in your car,
and all that. I did, however, like that because we had it was one of these matches this past season. I came maybe like an hour and a half before kickoff, but everybody was just had their barbecues outside.
Where at Citi Field?
Citi Field,
okay.
yeah. Everybody was parked. They had the
where
tail end of the cars. Everybody had the trunks open.
Yeah, that was
it was
like
just
mid-season.
a line of just people barbecuing, and I thought that was dope. I've gone to one NFL game, and it was cold, and nobody was tailgating or anything. But I did like that. However,
I think how this stadium is gonna turn out to be kind of like very much like a city block.
Yeah,
kind of. It's on all sides. It's just gonna be either a building. It's gonna be a building. It's not like it's like a empty lot or
not on
or
all sides, because across the street is going to be obviously the parking lot to City Field.
It's gonna be City
no,
Field.
that's on the other side of the City
side.
Field. It's gonna be parking lot, City Field, little street.
It's one street.
Stadium.
Yeah.
Little
Building.
street going this way,
And there's
and
buildings
then there's gonna
and
be the
schools.
buildings, the houses, the school,
That's what I'm
the
saying,
park back here and
Yeah.
shit.
Where it's
It's
like
very European.
Yeah, it's like the setup is like literally like you have you're gonna walk and it's stadium on one side, building on the next,
And then probably on the first floor, local businesses, hopefully
Exactly.
restaurants,
Yeah.
All that extra
bars,
stuff.
like some
This is
dope
gonna be-
shit.
this-
so
gonna be crazy,
I
man.
feel like this is, and I think you could tell by the way Don Garber was talking about, like this is finally what he wants because this is as city as it gets. Like the only way you can get more of a stadium in the city is put it like on the west side, the way the old Jet Stadium used to be or wanted to be before for the Olympics.
Yeah.
Hudson
Like-
Yards.
Hudson Yards. That
Like-
would have been a perfect spot too to put a stadium there. But I mean, you got to put the shawarma up there so people can jump off.
Facts.
Like,
Oh,
I mean, what else is there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the point of that thing over there, yo?
The cold D rug pool.
That shit. I don't know.
Put the shawarma up
They
there.
don't even
Shawarma
let.
up
They
there. You know
don't
what I'm saying?
even.
You can't even go up in it
Not anymore.
bro.
Nope.
Yeah.
You just looking at it. New York, like fuck out of here, bro. Put a stadium there, bro. Like what you doing? Come on, Jets. What happened,
Wake
baby?
Damn, bro. But it really, honestly, this is where you got to give CFG the credit because the
It's 'cause
Jets.
they got paper. though.
yeah,
That's why.
yeah,
yo.
exactly.
Got
No,
money.
but let's not act like
They
the
got
Jets don't have
money.
paper.
I don't know if Jets money is as long as
Son,
Sheik's money, bro.
my man CFG said, "Yo, we pay this all
Watch
front."
this.
Like
CFG is like, yo, when you want the check, now or in
Right.
5 years?
You
Like,
want us to embarrass your local politicians right now?
or later.
Yo, that's the new standard now. If you want
Yeah.
my vote, get me 2,500 affordable housing units, and I got you with the vote.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that for me, forget about
What are you
it.
doing?
I'm sorry. Like, Adams, you kind of got my vote. Francisco Moya, you kind of got my vote.
Kinda
Yo,
got
they
it.
they was
Kinda
out here
got it.
chanting, "That's my mayor."
Listen, you got to
Right.
chant what get you a stadium. You know
Word,
what I'm saying?
word.
Like,
Hey,
you got to play your part.
He's
yo.
out here
yo,
doing-
facts. But
doing
now
it.
the next
He's like, yo,
step
I'm gonna
is
do a strip tease for this.
the next step is going to the what is it ULURP
The ULURP.
committees meetings that they
Yeah.
do. It's like the community
Urban
meetings.
planning.
Yeah.
Because that's the next step. Because this is technically not signed and delivered.
Yeah.
Although when you have the mayor, the local city councilor, the Queensborough president behind it, it's
Yeah.
gonna be hard. Especially when it's like
The
we're
privately
not
funded
paying
thing.
anything.
Yeah,
we're
that's like fuck. Okay,
Yeah,
how
what are
can
you
you?
gonna- how
say
can
no
you
to
say
that?
all
no? Yeah, how
profits.
can you
It's
say
all
no?
profit for the city on all rent that will be paid for that
Yeah.
land.
Well,
And
let's
then you get a cleanup effort after on top of that
Yep.
too. Like
Yep.
yo, the marina could end up being fucking sick.
exactly. That's what that's like.
The fishing spots.
Somebody-
guys. The fishing spots.
Twitter was a little bit like all over, not all over the place. It was predominantly like, holy shit. Even like some big outlets were just like, yo, like this is some wild shit right now that's
This is
going
a
on. Like
massive project.
this is
It's
huge.
bro. It's huge.
Like it's so people were like, oh, all that money for a 25,000 seater. I was like, yeah, I don't understand. It's
not just the stadium. The
It's-
stadium's not 800,000.
it's everything that's going
yeah,
on with that whole
800
plan is just a win for the city.
yeah. This is
So-
this is great for New York.
It's wild to me that the stadium is finally like to see a light at the end of the tunnel, like especially because like going into the next season we still don't know where the fuck we're playing, but
Yeah, which is wild, bro. Which
like-
is
that's
wild, yo.
people and it's just like
Because of the change, the
Like, yo,
Apple change.
if you have a negative thought about that, there's no negative. Like people are like, oh, all the traffic already. There's like, yo, there's already rules put or like a precedence put in place into the city that no two sporting events like that can happen in the same area. So, and because we're sharing the parking lot, obviously our games are scheduled ahead of time. Like it's not gonna be on the day that city's gonna be playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
You mean
if,
the Mets?
at worst you'll do like
Yeah,
maybe a
Mets.
morning. It'll be an early.
Like a 1 o'clock game and then an 8
and then
p.m. game.
so, yeah, so like
Yeah.
it's gonna be enough time in between that, like there's literally
hold
people
on,
getting
hold on,
paid
hold
to
on,
do
hold on.
schedules.
I'm gonna be
Don't-
riding my
don't-
bicycle to these
don't
fucking games.
don't they do tennis
yeah,
and
Yeah.
baseball? So
bro,
what-
this
what-
is about to be the sporting capital of the planet.
Yeah,
Like we have a world-class tennis stadium,
Yeah.
a world-class baseball stadium, and now a world-class soccer stadium.
yeah.
Like,
it reminds me of, I mean, fuck Philly, but Philly got the 4 stadiums there too.
right, but it's
But
Philly.
they're not even in the city.
And-
It's on the outskirts of
No,
Philly.
they're in Philly. The link, where the Eagles play.
Yeah, they're like a sports complex, literally on the outskirts of Philadelphia. Not like this is literally still that's Queens.
Yeah.
I'm taking the train there.
Yeah, we are within city limits.
Like they all have their own parking lots too. So imagine like stadium parking lot, stadium parking lot, stadium parking lot, huge ass land.
Yeah.
This is all within
all connected.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like literally across the street from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
This is dope,
within-
man.
You take
Huge
one
fucking
bridge and
news,
you're
bro.
in Billy King.
Imagine if Yankee Stadium had 2 other stadiums next to it, like that.
Yeah.
That would be it. That's
They
what
did
it's
at
like.
They did at one point. It looked cool.
Yeah, so it's gonna be dope. Like yo, like new neighborhood. I'm excited for like you're gonna you're being part of a new part of this city.
Yeah.
Like you're not like
New New York.
You're not being used to like uplift a down and out town and then getting fucked over for like Philly. The reason why they have their stadium in Chester was because the people of Chester wanted to revitalize that area, and they're like, well, we'll throw you a whole bunch of tax breaks on this shit and all this incentives for you to put your stadium here. Same thing with Red Bull with Harrison.
Yeah.
Like Harrison would like threw them a whole bunch of incentives to have their stadium there while they revitalize Harrison. This is like we've been knowing that this is a plot of land that's just been contaminated.
Yep.
So now you're literally are creating a new spot within the city where land is not found.
Yeah.
So it's a new place for people to be able to live, people to work. Like how do you call it? Like the economic impact that is gonna have on Queens and furthermore the city.
Yeah.
It's gonna be dope as fuck. Like you're helping out the city. You're not helping out some place in the outskirts of whatever.
Yeah.
It's not. You're not helping another city either. You're helping
You're
New York.
actually helping out New York City, which is fire.
It's gonna be
Dope.
dope,
Which is
man.
fire.
Dope.
Very exciting news. Yeah, I mean, we can't wait. 5 years can't come fast enough, you know. But
I think it happens in less.
I'm hoping it happens in less.
You got to find out what phase.
Ideally for me, like, what if I had a choice, I would definitely have it at least a year before the World Cup, so that some smaller country World Cup qualifiers can take place in that stadium.
I don't know about 25. That
Nah.
sounds. So according to this timeline right now, it's scheduled to be 2023. The whole year is going to be cleanup.
Yep.
24 we break ground to begin the projects, and then by 27 is the expected completion of the entire project.
Yeah.
So we don't know, but I think that they're starting with the affordable housing.
Yeah.
I believe that's the plan when they break ground.
That's gonna be huge, man.
Hell yeah, dude!
That's
I'm
so
fucking
good, man.
excited.
That's so good.
It's great. It's gonna
I mean,
be, now
I've seen
I'm kind of
buildings put
jealous
up in a
that
year,
I'm
bro.
kind of jealous that we live in the city, because then we won't be able to stay at our own hotel.
I know.
Oh,
But for the Westchester folks and the New
Word.
Jersey
Rent the
folks,
room, yo.
just rent the room for the night. Just
While out in there,
yeah.
Mike,
can't
just-
wait, man. Can't wait.
It's happening, yo.
It's happening. Stadium.
So we got some roster changes.
Yes. Obviously some roster changes. You have
First-
it pulled up?
But
We can
first
pull
off,
it up.
I would like to say shout out to Anton Tinnerholm.
Hey.
Thank you for your 5 years of service. Definitely very impactful on the club.
Thank you for all you've done for the club. Yeah, super great player.
And then
Passionate.
dude was always
He was
played
great.
hard.
Man. He played with his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah, with love. It was cool to have him on the team.
He's back at what? Malmo?
He
Malmo.
signed immediately with Malmo.
Yeah.
So,
There was a conversation online of is he a Mount Rushmore or not? A lot of people are saying he's an honorable mention. I would lean on that side. I don't think Mount Rushmore, but I think he's been one of the more important players.
Yeah, no,
in our history.
He's
Yeah.
been very important.
not Mount Rushmore, but he's up there.
He's
good guy.
Very, very,
glad
very
at least he got a couple cups with us.
Yep.
yeah, campeones and an
And
MLS
an MLS Cup, and then he got to see the announcement at least, so that's cool.
Yeah. So I got the player option.
Shout out to Tavon.
Tavon
Yeah,
signed.
signed.
What was that quote he said, that you're not a real soccer player until you sign your second
Yeah,
contract?
until you renegotiation.
Yeah.
Renegotiate your contract. Different gravy.
Yeah.
There
like
you
he
go.
likes to
Oh
say.
yeah.
Oh, another shout out we forgot. Nick Cushion officially official coach of NYCFC.
We talked. We all kind of called it. We kind of said like that really might be.
But it's
not
official
surprising.
now. He's not. They dropped the interim tag, and he is now the official
head coach
coach of NYCFC. So shouts to you.
Unlike AEW champions.
Hey, great show yesterday.
I know.
Great
Still
show.
interim women's, right?
I think they're gonna drop that.
I hope so.
That's what Spidey was saying.
Nah.
Who else? We had some people leave. Zalalem left.
So I got the roster moves real quick. So I guess one of the bigger surprises, because we all pretty much guaranteed that this man was leaving. The team picked up Maxi Morales' option for next year, which means he's coming back unless it's we're now trying to sell you instead of you going on the free.
Yeah.
You got Kevin O'Toole got an exercise option. Nicholas Benakasan, which I don't think he played that often. He didn't. Did he?
He was NYC2 mostly.
Yeah, right. And then Jonathan Jimenez, that's the fourth player that got their options or picked up. Players declined are Vuk Latinovic, favorite of Sanchez. Matias Pellegrini, which now I'm just like, why did we sign this man?
That was kind of weird.
Point of that?
That was very weird.
And your boy Gideon
Zalalem, the Arsenal legend.
And we've been saying it for a couple of weeks. He's just been looking like out and out.
Yeah.
Like, well, let's just say out and out twice, but just he just been looking off it. Like, he just,
I don't know what's up, man.
Pictures. He was doing the Ashley Cole Aroma setup. Like, remember that photo that he took where he's just not even with the team?
Yeah.
He was just like on the side. He said that it was because he got there late, but I'm like,
I'm sure we'll see him in St. Louis next year.
You think so?
Yeah, somewhere. I mean, where else is he gonna play?
Yeah. Now, there's some players that are out of contract, but the team was very deliberate in not saying like goodbye post or any of this because it's presumed that they're still in negotiation.
Right.
Which was Alex Callions, Sean Johnson,
please come back,
Justin Hack, and technically Santi's loan expires on December 31st. So, and then the new contracts were Cody Mizell and Samuel Wusu they're agreed to new contracts through 2024.
Okay.
How do you so these technically free agents, those are some big names for us that are on not on calling on chopping block, but can now talk to other teams.
This could shake up our team a lot.
Yes.
We need Collins and we need Johnson back. Everybody else, I'm fine, but I need them back. We need them back.
How do you feel? Do you think Kanye gets offered DP money somewhere else? Like,
I hope not. I would love for him to come back.
I could see it happen though. I could see a lot of people trying to get after him. And I hope NYCFC doesn't just try to be like, oh, we're gonna go the cheap route and just be like, you know what, if you want to go. I mean, I'm sure that they've shown that they're able to scout very well.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, but I would rather us keep this club legend because that's what Collins is.
No,
as far as the Mount Rushmore argument, he's 100% up there.
Yes.
He's up there, and give him his money.
Yeah, he's on he's one of the, what is it, like the spine staples?
Yeah.
Or just like,
no, for sure. He's yeah. You got to bring him back. I think that's one of the things you on top of the list. Whatever list they have right now, just re-signing Collins to come back is a must. I'm sure people, don't necessarily feel the same about Johnson.
I don't know why though.
I would bring Johnson back.
Absolutely.
I thought he had a great season.
He's in Qatar.
Yeah, he's in Qatar right now. I would love.
Shout out to him, by the way, because that's fucking huge. Our second or third World Cup player, but this is representing Team USA, so that's pretty fire.
We have 3 NYCFC
Joe Scally,
affiliated,
and
players.
Gio Reyna,
Joe Scally, and
Sean Johnson.
Yeah,
that's sick.
That's dope. Yeah, I saw Steve Fuentes playing from LAFC. He was playing today at
for Ecuador.
An Ecuador match.
Shout out, nice jersey, bro.
Hey man, got it from out there.
Straight from Ecuador. Look at you, bro. I know there's Ecuadorians who are dying to get that kit.
Come find me.
And
baby.
you got it?
Yeah.
What size is that?
It's my size. Real New York. Real New York.
I was like, yo, why are you asking so many questions?
But nah, man. Yeah, I would love for Collins to come back. But speaking of scouting, they said I don't know if you guys saw the rumor. The dude named Thomas Henry.
From Verona?
Thomas Henry.
Henry.
From Hellas. What is it? Hellas something?
From Wish.com?
From Wish.com. I don't know shit about this guy. I'm not even going to front like I know anything. I went to YouTube and I found the techno the highlights.
I read a little bit. He just signed with Hellas Verona for $5 million.
Yeah.
He was with Venezia before that.
Scored mad goals over there.
Yeah. But now he wants to move, I guess.
Yeah. Yo, he's a big motherfucker, bro.
How tall?
6'4".
Damn, like Joe Burgett?
Yeah, bro.
Better not be another Joe Burgett, though.
I hope
What's his position?
Striker.
He's a forward.
He's a number 9.
We getting the Heber replacement.
Yeah, Heber replacement.
Or at least
Tate's
Tate's replacement.
Nah, I don't know. From what I saw, it could be a good thing because he's a bit of a poacher and he's good on his feet.
The team did
and he's
pick
big
up.
as shit, so
I'll say this: the team did pick up 2 international roster spots.
yeah.
Oh, from Nashville. That's right.
Yeah,
From Nashville.
for some gam tam
So
wham. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, man.
Damn.
Right there.
Shout out to Sanchez.
Yep. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You had something else you was gonna say?
No, I was just because I was more for the Sean Johnson stuff because I can't believe people really would not care for him to.
You know
come
how
back.
it is, though, man. You know how it is.
But which would hurt more for you guys? Johnson or Collins leaving?
Collins.
Collins leaving, but just because I think him and Martins figured it out, and if we play the 3 in the back, we need Collins to be that forward that he wants to be.
Yeah. I think if you could. I feel like you could find another keeper that's good with his feet.
With
Maybe
Barraza just becomes number 1 if you
number
go.
1. Yeah, good with the feet. And I feel like Barraza, he's not my favorite keeper in the world, but I think if you get him enough games, he can start improving.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Johnson improved a lot when he came. He came from Chicago.
Yeah. I mean, and look at it. It's like our team is, like I just said, our scouting is fantastic.
Yeah.
Barraza's there for a reason. I mean, look at Stuver.
Yeah.
They just made the semifinals
Yep.
of the MLS.
Yep.
They were that close to getting to the MLS Cup.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, shout out to him. He had a great season too.
He did, definitely.
I'm honestly glad that he left so that he could find a home and do well. And
This is exactly what you want.
And if there's offers for Johnson from Europe or something, I think that's the only reason he should leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
To
have
leave
to
to
be
Europe.
like, I'm making not only significant amount more money, but I'm also making a step up my career because
Right.
you were literally 1 game away from a final again.
Yep.
You're not gonna want to give that up if you're gonna stay within the league.
Yep.
Like what else are you gonna be fighting for?
And I wouldn't blame him. I would only get mad if he signs with like another MLS team.
Yeah, that would be kind of trash. That would be kind of trash. But let's hope for some signings coming up. Obviously the World Cup starts today. So we got about a month left of that.
Oh, shout out real quick to the Bangla Soccer Club.
Word.
That's a fire jersey. I thought that was a Mexico kid at
No, one of my coworkers, Sheikh. Shout out to Sheikh. He's the commissioner.
first. Nice.
So they were him and his neighbors. They play out at the Maurice Avenue Park in Maspeth. It was just during the pandemic. Like people were meeting up during the lockdown, and they would play. It started with like 5 of them, and then they had a little pre-World Cup tournament a couple weeks ago. It was like 40 people, and they all signed out. He brings everything. He brings out like coffee, tea, croissants, boiled eggs,
Nice.
like everything. He's like a great host and stuff, and he gets the trophies, medals. He has the jerseys made and everything.
Yeah.
And he got me one because I volunteered to ref, and so it was a lot of fun. It was cool.
Nice, man.
You gave a red card? Give any red
No
cards
red
up?
cards. Thank God. That was wild. I never refereed before, but it was fun. It was cool.
Said.
Offside.
Yo, but it was one of those warm
Bro, that was a
days
goal.
before we left to DR. It was one of those warm days, like
Yeah.
75 degrees. I was like, damn.
That shit
bro.
fucked me up, yo.
And that
is
shit
weird.
fucking turned.
Because I left to DR in shorts and a T-shirt. I'm
And then-
on the line in immigration in DR, and I'm like, yo, but I didn't bring nothing back. I don't have no pants, no hoodie, no nothing.
So that
yo.
shit
And it was
sad.
freezing.
It was freezing.
Bro.
Everybody
Elbow
was telling
drop
me how
from the
cold it
top
was.
rope
Yo,
with the
for
fucking-
real, bro.
You.
But I found this ill hoodie though, like super dope. It has the Panini, the first one. I think it said
Ooh.
1987 joint.
Ooh.
Super dope.
In Santiago?
Nah, where did I find it? In Santo Domingo. I found
Oh,
it.
Santo Domingo. that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. It was dope though.
Nice.
Little shop. I forgot the name of the store there.
I forgot.
I think it was a Dominican store.
You got
It
the
was-
chimney attack.
oh my God, I had 2 of them
I
shits,
it's
yo.
just
Loved it.
Nice.
Love chimneys. You see, the first one I had was okay. The was it pan de agua is what it's called? The bread?
get some of it.
Pan de
It could
agua
be,
was
yeah.
mad. Like it was they over toasted it.
Okay.
So it was a little too crunchy. Meat pause. It was good. The second one though, they big poppy that shit, son. Hooked it up, yo.
Big Dominican lunch.
Yes, big Dominican lunch. That shit was fire. Yeah, man. DR was a whole vibe though, man. I want to go back.
Yeah.
We out.
It was been mad long since I've been out to the actual city. Over 20 years, bro.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go out there. I want to see the city.
Yeah. We're talking about going back next year, so
Nice.
we should definitely plan something. But yo, like I said before, this is World Cup Sunday. Obviously the opening ceremony was today. Ecuador versus Qatar. I missed all of it. I missed the first half. I missed the opening ceremony. I'm not gonna hold you. I was sleeping.
I'm asleep.
Lots of controversy already coming out.
Yeah. Lots of craziness coming out of that. Coming out of it. Did you see the shit with the journalists? They were recording. And
The Dutch guys,
yeah,
right?
and they got pressed like, yo, turn this shit off. I'm gonna break your fucking camera.
Yo.
He's like, break it. I fucking dare you. Break that shit.
There was a thing today that went viral. Fucking Ecuador fan kind of doing like the money thing
After the offsides call.
Yeah. Qatar is just like
No, he was like that. He was like that.
Yeah, he was giving something like shut up, and then next thing you know, when the clip I guess goes viral in real time, and then they record another video of them just like hugging it out, like no, we are good friends.
Yeah.
We are all good.
Bro, but it looked like he was like that with the gun behind him. He's like, just smile. He's like, we're cool. We're cool, right?
Oh, you're gonna go home
cool,
in pieces, bro. Like,
Everything's
it was
alright.
so weird. Look,
And he kept looking, and then he started talking in his language.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, we're cool. We're cool. It's
cool.
fine. Don't worry about it.
like nobody's. I'm not trying to insinuate anything. I'm just saying there's been just a lot of weirdness that happens in this from.
And it's day one.
It's day one.
It's day one. Yes, sir.
I don't know.
Let's see if Sanchez picks up, and let's see. Let's get his take on how he's doing out there and
Fire Fest 2022.
Fire Fest 2022, yo. But yeah, let's just end the podcast here. We'll see if Sanchez picks up. If not, we'll try to see you guys next week, maybe the week after. If there's any more news, and we'll go from there. 17 days of consecutive soccer.
Footy. International.
Footy.
Hold that,
Football.
P.O. That's for you.
Yes, sir.
17 days of hell. My boy hates soccer and has to work for Bleacher Report.
Hey, fuck you, pal. Right here, buddy. Right here. Send him this clip.
Yeah.
Right here. Because I'm fucking Dominican and I love soccer, yo. So fuck you, pal. This is the NYCFC Forever Podcast. Yo, we'll see you guys next week. Peace. All right, y'all. We are on the phone with our international correspondent, John Sanchez. Sanchez, live from Qatar. Sanchez, what up?
Assalamu alaikum, my brothers.
Damn.
What's the response to that? I always want to say something wild.
Salam.
Alaikum assalam.
Kasam.
Something like that. I want to say like Hakuna Matata or something.
Walaikum.
That means no worries.
There you go.
I always mess it up. That's why I don't say it. But
Yeah, I'll just be like, yo, what's good?
Peace to you, my brother.
Yeah. Peace be on to you.
Yeah.
Peace be with you.
Peace be with you.
What's up, my?
Inshallah.
Peace be with you.
Facts, bro.
And,
So how is it out there, bro?
Yo, first thing to note, it's not as hot as people think. It's fucking brick out here.
No way. Really?
It's like a very cool breeze,
At night or
which
all
makes
day?
it feel cold. All day was breezy, and now that it's at nighttime, there's no sun. It seems like I could walk around with pants and a sweater right now if I chose to.
Oh, wow.
It's not bad.
Yeah. So there's the fire alarm going on in the hallway of my apartment.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I was
Somebody-
looking at the board over here.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that noise?
Somebody
Yeah.
snuck some in.
Yeah. Some chiba.
Oh my gosh. They were like, we smell the Budweiser.
Yo, so how was your flight going out there? Let's talk about World Cup vibes. This is a unique experience, I guess, to you and the world. A lot of corruption going into this World Cup, obviously, but
Yes.
it's for the love of the game. So, how was all that?
So the vibes, obviously, is people don't know, I had a layover in Paris for about 10, 11 hours. There was no World Cup vibes up to that point, right? But walking through the streets of Paris with my jersey on and my Ecuador hat on, like, people were giving us big props. Nothing major, but when the vibes kicked in when we made it to the airport to come to Qatar in Paris.
Nice.
When I tell you the whole flight were people going to the World Cup, it was literally the whole flight.
Like what
Mexican
countries?
fans. mostly Mexican and Argentinian, but the third country was Ecuador, and the fourth country was Senegal.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh wow, cool.
So yes, those were the 4 countries represented heavy on that flight.
Nice.
So and that was the vibe. It was a good time in the gate, in the terminal. Yeah, it was good.
So when did you arrive to Qatar, and then what did you do?
So today's Sunday, 6:30 in the morning. I guess I was, yeah.
Oh, okay, so pretty.
So, yeah,
pretty
6:30 in the
fucking
morning.
early. Yeah, man, early.
Yeah, yeah. By the time we left the airport, it was close to 8. It was easy breezy immigration.
Okay.
There was multiple flights, and there was 40 attendants, custom agents.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
JFK had what, 6 or 7 coming back from
Mine
DR?
had 5.
Yeah, they
was like
probably have
4
like one
flights.
work.
That was-
Depending what
When
time
I
you
got
come.
there, it was like 4 when we landed.
That shit
Yeah.
was,
Shit was wild.
so stupid.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
40.
so this was-
So I mean, they're expecting people.
Yes.
Obviously, they're expecting mad people and shit.
Yeah,
Which is all.
it was smooth. The luggage came out promptly. It was fine. They gave out SIM cards, phone SIM cards to anybody who wanted them.
Ah.
Yeah, for free.
Oh, for free. So you have free service right
For
now.
free. Well, I'm on the T-Mobile, but I'm gonna wait till I finish my allowed data, and then I'm gonna switch to the SIM card.
Oh, okay.
They gonna
Cool.
track.
Mhm.
all
I was
of y'all.
wondering. I was wondering how you would because you were texting us during the match and stuff. So I wasn't sure if you were
Yeah.
on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
But that's kind of cool that you have
No, I was-
service out there.
They're gonna be like, yo, say
Yeah,
some shit
I have
about
regular
us.
service.
We gonna
I have regular service.
T-Mobile be close.
The only people I don't have service for is for my boss. If he calls me, I have no data.
Hey, boss, you hear me? He's not around, yo.
You blocked.
I'm
He's
like,
blocked.
Yeah, I don't need.
I
Yeah,
said I'm
So-
sick as of right now.
Son. But the World Cup right now, bro. This is
the World Cup.
interesting. I told Irv yesterday, yo, let's meet up. We're making all these plans. And in typical fashion, Doobie Rocks, I fucking sleep in. I didn't wake up
Yeah,
till
of
like
course.
11:35, 11:40. I had 2 or
You
3
missed the whole
missed
first
calls.
half.
I missed the whole first half. I missed the whole opening
You
ceremony.
still on vacation mode, right?
I'm definitely still on vacation mode. I have work tomorrow. But yeah, how was your experience out there with the opening ceremony? And obviously just
I have a
watching the
thing-
match.
I have a thing about the opening ceremony. It didn't really hit me the importance or like the luck or the significance of opening up a World Cup until a lot of people were like asking me, "You're going to the opening game?" Like in the airport in Qatar throughout the day. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going." And they're like, "Oh, that's so cool! Congrats, you're going to the opening ceremony." And that's when it hit me. I'm going to the opening ceremony.
Yeah, man.
The inaugural match to the World Cup. Like I knew that was happening, but like seeing everybody's else's high expectation of that and the importance of that
Yeah.
just brought it to another level for me. And
It's like the
so
third most watched match, like third or fourth, right?
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
because
it's up
it's
there.
besides semifinals and the final.
Yeah.
I would guess it would be like the
Yeah.
fourth most watched.
Yeah,
match.
you want to see the ceremony, that
Yeah.
opening ceremony. Yeah.
yeah. So I got to the stadium, I want to say around 4:15 local time. The game was at 7. Ceremony started at 5:30.
Tell us about that gift bag.
I had no idea about this swag bag. No idea. No idea. I didn't know they were going to giving out bags. They were in every seat in the stadium. They had a swag bag. You know what? Let me do a live opening. I haven't opened it.
Yeah, let's go through it.
Yeah, go
Fil-
Yeah.
Film
So-
it and then send it to us so we can see it.
You have a camera? Or
All
something?
right, so I'll film. Yeah, I'll film it in a minute. I'll film it on my phone and I'll open it and I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah, after we hang up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I haven't opened it.
So they gave out
I'm hearing good
a
things.
gift
I'm
bag
hearing
to
good things
everybody?
about it.
Is this for every
Yeah,
game or just for the opening ceremony?
I thought it was for every game, and then someone sent me an Instagram post saying that the Qatari Federation or government wanted to give something back to all the fans to experience, who were able to experience a special moment in bringing the World Cup to this part of the world.
Wow.
Damn.
That's pretty generous.
So yeah,
You were also
pretty
part
generous.
of another historic moment. I believe this is the first time since what, the 30s that
Ever.
ever
Yeah.
no, ever
that
Ever.
the host nation loses.
Yep.
the opening match.
yeah.
yes.
Their opening match. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. they are pretty trash at football.
Yo,
I watched the whole second half, and I saw the highlights of the first half, and they were trash, bro.
Yeah, they were trying to hype up their number 11 fake Salah in the pregame,
son,
and they legit could not find anything really to talk about him. I feel like they were just making shit up at a point. They were like,
yo, his boots are wavy, yo. Dumb shits is a 9.5, bro. Like.
he has
the Republican Party.
He shoots
the Republican Party isn't the only group of people Fox bigs ups.
Yo,
so Fox, the propaganda worldwide that Qatar is gonna do things, and also this game is clouded with a little bit of controversy in the sense that it's been brought to light. At least 8 players have come forward. Ecuadorian players have come forward saying that they were bribed almost $8 million to lose the game, specifically 1-0.
Wow.
Sheesh.
That's a lot of money.
They legit came out? Because I thought,
yes.
That's crazy.
This actually happened.
They confirmed that they were offered. I guess Valencia.
Yeah, they were offered
the
money.
Yeah, my man said, nah,
bro.
I'm good, yo.
I can make that much
he said,
money in a
bro,
new contract.
He said there's a meme going on in Ecuador. He goes, I don't need money. I miss goals for free.
Well, now he's a Golden Boot leader.
Yo, facts, yo.
Now he's Golden Boot leaders. Of facts. These are just facts.
Yo.
So how was the game, bro? How was your experience with the game being amongst the supporters?
So I knew where my seats were. I knew I was pretty close to the goal. I knew I was right behind the goal. I knew that. But walking down the entrance to the section, it's at the top of the section. So you go down like 40 rows.
Wow.
To get to her. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm getting closer. It's still going. I'm still going.
You had great seats.
I had amazing seats. I'm not gonna lie, I had amazing seats.
We were trying to find you on TV because after every shot, after every almost corner, whatever, they would always pan to the crowd. I'm like, yo, Sanchez he's around there somewhere. I saw his video. He's around there, but obviously they didn't show you.
And then we were like, I didn't realize how many Ecuadorians were in those sections. So after the game, where I saw pictures from like the other side of the stadium, and it was amazing to see. It was a great
sea of
feeling.
Yellow back there, bro. It was a sea. I would say maybe 2,000, maybe 3,000. What do you think?
It's a lot.
I think more than that.
Yeah. It looked like that whole section behind goal was just all yellow,
like a mountain
shape.
Yeah.
What did you think about the stadium, Sanchez?
Okay, so the stadium, outside of the stadium, beautiful. Everything, all the setup, everything that there was around the stadium was amazing, top notch. Attention to detail was not something that the Qataris didn't do. They paid attention. They did all the little things correct.
Yeah, they were doing a little.
My first impression of the stadium, once I approached it, you could hear the air conditioning from the outside of the stadium, at least 100 yards away from the stadium.
Oh wow, just pumping.
Yeah, you hear the air conditioning. You hear the humming, the bzzz of all the air conditionings. And I'm like, wow, I'm like, what is that noise? And I was with Andrew Tucker, and he goes, that's the air conditioning. I was like, holy shit, that's loud.
Wow.
But
so it's really shaped like a tent?
Yes, inside and outside. The outside of the tent is a tent material, and on the inside, it's like that carpet color.
Yeah, it's the pattern. They were talking about that in the broadcast.
Yeah, so you feel like you're in an actual tent.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And this is the first stadium that you have to open a door to get in the stadium because it's sealed because of the air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was that part was pretty cool. The whole getting in process, it was what you expect for going into a major event. You get your ticket scanned multiple times. That wasn't a big deal. The lines weren't crazy to get in. It wasn't like they were backed up. They didn't know what they were doing. That part was well organized. Like we walked right in. It was smooth sailing to get in the stadium.
Nice.
Security, everything was easy. And the first thing I noticed, I was like, yo, there ain't nothing to eat here. I am hungry. I'm fat. My biological clock is thrown off right now. I don't know if it's breakfast time or dinner. But I know I'm hungry.
Sanchez stomach like, where we about to eat at?
Yeah. Me and my pops were like, yo, we eat inside the stadium. And I'm just like, and you guys know me, I don't buy nothing in the stadium. I'm just like, yeah, we'll eat in the stadium. And then God hits me in the face. He's like, remember you don't buy nothing, right? Boom, no options.
No options anyway.
We'll make that choice real easy for you.
Damn, so there was no food options at all?
There was like a bag of chips. Like a normal 50-cent bag of chips.
No,
that's what they had.
Really?
Yeah, and
You had
and then they had I didn't buy nothing. I bought the Coca-Cola because it came with the commemorative cup.
Nice.
And I saw the person sitting next to me was eating a glizzy at one point. He showed up with a glizzy, and I was like, "Hey, yo,
where you got that from?"
He told me that exactly what happened. My dad asked him, "Where'd you get that?" He goes, "He had to walk almost to like a quarter of the stadium to find something to eat."
Jesus.
Wow.
Like
I bet
like
those
close
lines
to
were
like where
long
the
too,
eat-
yo.
I probably, and the pricing for the soda was equivalent to about like almost $6 for the soda.
Shit.
And it was a small soda. It was like a 12-ounce soda.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pesos right there.
Yeah.
Facts.
These pesos
Damn,
is running thin right now.
How they expect you to be there for like 5 hours and not even feed you?
What type of currency do they use?
Qatari Rial.
Have you had? Do you
Yeah,
have
it's
any?
about. Yes, I do. It's about almost. It's like 350, 360 a dollar, like 3.5
Oh,
per
okay.
dollar.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
That's not too
Yeah,
bad.
the Uber. Yeah, the food here is expensive though. Anywhere you go, like restaurant wise, is
Yeah.
like. I don't know, man.
Where are
I'm
you
not gonna
staying?
make
Are
it.
you at one of them storage units, or you got like a hotel? Or
No, we got like like it's equivalent to like an Airbnb.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you got somebody's crib.
We got an apartment.
You're not a
Yeah, we got a crib. No, this ain't somebody's crib because when we walked in, you can still smell the fresh paint. And I'm gonna send you a video where there's a closet in my bedroom that doesn't open because the bed is basically touching the doors.
Damn.
I had to move the bed and move the dresser just so I could get one of the doors to open.
Hey man.
So, but yeah.
Do you have any games tomorrow, or what's the next match?
Yes, I'm going to USA Wales tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
Nice. That's gonna be a fun
yeah.
match. 2 p.m. over here. I don't know what time that is over there.
10 o'clock local.
Wow, that's a late game. Holy shit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, word.
That's very
It's
late.
right now. It's 3 a.m. here, bro.
Jesus Christ.
Yo, Sanchez. So
Yeah.
I want
what's
to
up?
get your perspective on kind of like the first big moment of the match, which was a VAR decision.
Yeah, the offside called that.
It looked from the broadcast, it was one of the most egregious like overturns I've ever seen from VAR.
How
How was that in the stadium? Like, were you able to
we
see
didn't
that?
we didn't get a replay.
It didn't show you guys the replay?
Of course not. Usually they
No.
don't show VAR on the replay.
We didn't get the
Right,
replay. All we
yeah.
got, we went, to be honest, after the 2 goals that were scored afterwards, I feel like that first goal that was called back was the one that the biggest scenes, you could say,
Yeah.
in the stands. Like, it was the one that we yelled the hardest. It was the one that the most tears came out from everybody. Because it's like we're on the map. We're here early in the game, you know?
Lot of
And
emotions
we didn't know
going
what
on.
Then they said the VAR, they're checking VAR, the after celebrations, everything. We're like, what for what? Offsides? I'm like, it was like, it looked fine. Like, and then he called it back, and we didn't know what was going on.
It looked like
about
his knee was a
10
little
minutes later,
offside. It was stupid though, man. You
They
got
said-
to watch the highlights.
about 10 minutes. So about 10 minutes later, they showed like a digital animation of the offside, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool, like, because they even showed the digital animation of the goals later on, which is even cooler. And I was like, I don't really get it because they didn't show the whole play. I'm like, all right, but then reading afterwards, I guess it was offside somehow. I don't know,
Just
but
by
whatever.
a little bit.
Something about the goalkeeper being off his line or some shit,
Yeah.
or because he was ahead of 2 defenders.
Yeah, because
It was
2 defenders. Yeah,
You know
wasn't.
when
yes.
you got to drill down to like the subletter
the fine
D,
print in the offside rule.
part
Yep,
3,
yeah,
2,
exactly.
1 of
Right
whatever.
here.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
According to the fine rules of the blah blah blah.
What's his name?
But what I do tell you, the Qatari fans that were there when that first goal went in, that got called back,
Yeah.
the stadium died. It was over for them. Their vibe was over,
They knew it.
and I was like, they knew it. We knew it. We're about to pummel you guys. Like,
Tell us
Yeah,
about that.
this
Tell
is-
us about that empty section.
Yeah. What was that about? It was what?
So the whole- the whole
67,000 at the
game-
stadium, and then
yeah,
more than half the
over
stadium?
67,000. Yeah.
Mm.
So they had that one section that was empty the whole pregame, and me and the kid next to me, we were talking. He's like, I was like, first off, the kid next to me, check out this story. He came from Quito, Ecuador. Look at his journey. He went from the cheapest route he could find to get to Qatar. He went from Quito to Houston, from Houston to South Africa.
What?
To South Africa to Germany, from Germany to Qatar. It took him 3 days. He went He stepped on five continents
just
in 3 days.
The World Cup.
And that was cheaper?
Just to get to the World Cup.
Wow.
That's wild.
I don't know how, but
that's wild.
Yeah. So he was telling me that
yeah,
that's
for
insane.
real. He was telling me he was staying at the fan villages.
Oof.
Yeah.
He's in the trenches.
And he's in the trenches, and so this stadium, this is the only stadium that the train doesn't get to you, right? So what happens is that from the last stop of the closest train, they were doing shuttle buses, and he said that he showed me the videos of the shuttle buses picking up all these Qatari fans that were dressed the same, and that they got dropped off at a stadium that's nearby. That's not a World Cup stadium. I saw it's a very beautiful stadium. It's a smaller stadium, and that they were there practicing and rehearsing because right there was the bus pickup. The shuttle pickup was there, and they showed up about 5 to 10 minutes before kickoff. That section filled up. They had drums. We weren't allowed any drums. Ecuadorian fans weren't allowed anything. They took my dad's noisemaker away, and a part of me was happy about that, because that would have drove me crazy. All game in my ear. Yeah. Forget about it. And they had drums. They reminded me a little bit of like Raja Casablanca style of
the supporting.
Like but they only sang like the same 2 songs over and over, 3 songs maybe, and then they had like a call and repeat song, and every time they would do it, we would all yell out like Ecuador or something like that, and then they would stop because we took over their lead on that chant.
Getting offended over there.
Have you ran into any of the Indian supporters that are there pretending to be supporters of other countries?
Oh my God, yes. Yes.
What was it like?
Yesterday in the airport, we bumped into the Brazilian ultras, apparently.
What part of Brazil are you from? By the beach.
Sandeep Pereira.
Sandeep.
My name is Sandeep Pereira. This is my brother Ricardo.
Today after the game,
Obrigado.
There was a whole group of Ecuadorian ultras.
Not those bad boys.
But you know what? I respect it because they were all wearing Ecuador style T-shirts or whatever, like the sponsored shirt or whatever they were wearing.
Yeah.
But they had the giant. I'm talking the giant Indian flag.
Hey.
Huge Indian flag in the middle.
Still repping.
And they were playing like those. I don't know if it was Arabic or Indian drum styles, and it was really good. And they were still repping the country. That's why I respect it. I'm like, no matter what they're doing or getting paid for or volunteering for, they're still repping their country in that moment.
That's hard. I like that.
I respect
I hope
that.
they don't have them out there like addicted on some drugs or some shit. I saw some interview of one of them guys that pretended to be English.
Yeah.
He was like, and the coach is gonna do this,
yeah,
and then he's gonna end the coach. I was like, yo, this man is on something right now.
I didn't see that one.
They might be landing and they're just like, here, take this.
Be out for 3 days.
Yeah, you're gonna be out for 3 straight days. You're gonna earn these $10.
Just chew on this.
Sanchez, when do you come back to the States?
The November 30th.
Okay, so you got
11 more days.
Yeah, 11 more days. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
And you seeing?
So
I
had
4 matches?
No, 4 matches.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about something. So when after the game, we're celebrating. We went to go eat at a restaurant, a Mexican restaurant, because it was the only thing open at that time.
Nice.
It's kind of pricey, but it was good. It was good food. But it was weird because when we walked in, we got a standing ovation. And I'm like, why is everybody clapping? And Andrew's like, they're clapping for you, for Ecuador. And I was like, oh, thank you. So this leads to the next part. When I was on the train, walking to the train afterwards to come back, multiple locals or people who live in the country were like, Ecuador, yes. And then these two guys, I was like, where are you guys from? I pulled up a conversation. I'm like, let's get to the bottom of this. And they were from Kenya. They said they're here working. And they said, but they're anti-Qatar everything.
Wow.
And they were like, my dad said that the one guy said, it brought tears to their eyes watching Qatar lose.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Damn, yo.
That's gangster.
And these are the people who live here, work here,
right there, my man.
But the two guys I'm talking about, they were well dressed. They didn't look like they weren't in work attire. They were like, the dude was wearing like a Versace sweater or something, or Forsace, I don't know. But yeah, these guys were like, yeah, we work here and we hate Qatar. We like, let's go Ecuador. Anybody but Qatar.
Anybody but Qatar.
There we go. That's the new saying.
And we got that. And we got that same feeling everywhere we went, because we still have our Ecuador jerseys on. So everybody was still like, yeah, it's Ecuador, no Qatar. And I was like, bro, you still gotta live here though.
It's sad, man.
You know, like it is a little sad.
One of the men in Blazers said this World Cup is soaked in blood. I thought that was very fitting. It's hard to get excited for it, but at the end of the day, like, we love this sport. So I mean, obviously,
yeah,
it's conflicting.
I've only been here a day, so I really don't know. Like, I haven't really seen like negative things.
Yeah.
Personally, but I do get some vibes of characteristics. Yeah. You know, like the police being a little too aggressive. So my dad, when they took away his noisemaker, he was like, "Why are you taking it away?" And I asked him, like, "Could I speak to a supervisor just in case to clarify it?" Because the cop or security, he didn't really speak well English.
Yeah.
And he goes, "No supervisor." I'm like, "No supervisor." And then the other security, this is where I get to. This other security guard comes out of nowhere and just grabs my dad. I was like, and I grab his wrist. I'm like, "Whoa, chill out, bro. You don't have to do that." Like, now I want to speak to the supervisor. And he also wasn't in the conversation prior. Also said there is no supervisor.
Dang. And so they out there just running.
And I'm like, all right, bro. I want to give you this noisemaker because I'm about to get put in the ground somehow. Yeah. So
be careful, man. Be careful out there.
Yeah, like the certain vibes. But then there's people here, like security people, who are friendly. Like, everybody smile, happy-go-lucky. And there's thousands of workers here who are working just specifically for the World Cup, that they're wearing like a turquoise blue vest or jacket or shirt. And those are like people you can ask them questions. And all of those people, 100% friendly and nice that I've encountered so far. Cool. Because I don't know nothing. I'm lost as hell here. So.
Yeah, nah. It's one of those, like, I don't know. You know exactly what's going on with the people, like, how, like what that's you know exactly what's going on.
So this is what happened. My bad. Go ahead, Yousef.
No, just saying, like, even like just watching it on TV, it just, you get this feeling of, like, you know, it may not be everybody, but it's just like the powers that be in this place are running it.
Yeah, it's cloudy. It's
like,
there's a weight. There's a heavy weight on it.
There's a little bit. There was a point in the game to watching it.
So the regular Qatari fans show no emotion. They don't stand up. They don't clap during the whole pre-ceremony. They were just sitting there like statues. And there was a point in the game where people started doing the wave. You know, we're winning. People started having fun. I'm not a wave guy, but I'm at the World Cup and I'm gonna do the wave.
I saw it on the TV and I was wondering. I'm like, I wonder if he's doing it or not, because I definitely saw y'all doing that.
So this was the thing. So I was right by where the Ecuadorian section ended, and then like regular Qatar people were. And then me and the kid next to me, we turned to them and they were like, "Get up, do the wave. Like, what's wrong with you guys?"
Yeah.
And I said in English and in Spanish, "Y'all wanted the World Cup, right? Now enjoy it.
Act like it.
Enjoy this.
Yeah, act like you want it. Yeah.
Act like y'all want this." They didn't act like they wanted it, because you know what? Some people kind of got into it, you know, but people were leaving at halftime. By the 75th minute, it was like a third empty.
Damn.
So, yeah. So were they there just for the vibes because it's the opening day and it's Qatar?
Yeah.
But if you ask me, Holland versus the Netherlands or Senegal versus the Netherlands. I mean Senegal versus Qatar or the Netherlands versus Qatar.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised that stadium ain't full.
Yeah. I
The
wouldn't
stadium.
be.
The stadium was very empty towards the end of the game. Very empty.
Wow.
One of the cool things I saw that kind of changed a little bit was immediately outside the stadium there was a stage set up with a fan fest type of thing where it's a party. DJ is a good vibe. What I really liked seeing was if you look at my Instagram stories, the the Arab people in their full garb, dancing and partying with us.
That's always dope.
There was this one Arabic girl. She was getting sturdy out there, bro.
Hey, let's go.
I was like,
I hope you got video of
and
that.
then no, I got video of the two Arab young kids who were going into. They were partying hard,
Yeah.
but they had their faces covered, and you know probably why they got their faces covered. So
yeah,
they don't
yeah.
know
No
who
face,
that
no
is.
face.
Yep.
Have like, oh, that guy's having too much fun. Let's chop his leg
Oh
off or
my
something.
God.
You know.
That's wild. That's wild.
But that was cool to see, like some locals taking in the vibes and enjoying it. Like this is their World Cup in a sense, right?
Yeah. It kind
So,
of
it's-
seems like what we were all saying, where it's mostly like 50-50, you know, like some people are for it, some people are against it, even out there. So,
Yeah, because even
No, my dad brought a good point. They don't have a football culture here.
Nah, that's another thing
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
So they don't know how to react or how to act in the game.
Yeah.
like Shabby
You know?
said, he was like, oh,
That
they
and their
treated
team
him well,
sucks.
but-
So it's like it's hard to
Yeah,
do.
they're terrible.
They're fucking terrible, bro.
Yo,
Holy shit, they were
But
bad.
tomorrow, USA versus Wales, that's gonna be a fire game.
Yeah.
The stadium looks
Yeah.
fucking absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
excited for you to see that. Send us videos, send us, your experience on that. But I want to end the conversation with this. New stadium for USA versus Wales. In 5 years, NYCFC officially getting their stadium.
Mm.
Fucking huge
Yes.
news. All of us here,
Yes.
we already talked about it. We're ecstatic. We're hyped off of this. But we wanted to get your opinion before we let you go, Sanchez. How are you feeling about the news that City Boys are bringing football home to Queens?
First off, outside of the stadium, you got to look at the bigger picture of what it's doing to the neighborhood and Queens as a whole.
Yes, sir.
The true affordable housing of that maintains its goal and it is what and it stays the way it was sold to us right now.
Mhm.
That is great for the community. It's over 2,500 apartments for
I'm trying
real
to get in
affordable
one.
housing.
I'm trying to get in there.
No, unless you lose your job, I don't think you're getting in there because that's the point of this. You know, it's supposed to be real affordable housing. That's great. They're basically do. You know what they're doing? To Willett's point, they're doing what the Qataris did. They're building a city and putting a stadium in the middle.
Pretty much.
That's what
Pretty
they
much.
said. They said building a new neighborhood.
Yeah, building a brand new.
They're building a new neighborhood.
Yeah.
Except
And
it's
it's-
where
and it's
it's
great.
needed. It's
Yeah.
actually where it's needed. Is where people
Yeah,
need it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing there, So.
Right.
Yeah.
Qatar didn't
There's
have
nothing
a
there.
bunch
There's
of
nothing-
poor people that didn't have homes. Here we do.
Yeah. No, yeah. So that's why the affordable housing is great. The dedicated certain amount of apartments for seniors is great. The schools, the
Schools.
fire department, the police station, all that stuff that's coming with
What
it.
they said,
is
1,600
good-
new
is
jobs, 16,000, 16,000.
16,000 jobs
Yeah.
throughout construction throughout all this period.
All
It's
union.
great.
All
This-
union, yeah.
Yeah. So that's all good news. And now we get to the stadium part. Obviously, as a fan from this team since day one, you could say it's long overdue.
Yeah.
And it feels great to have like you're right there. You're like 99% sure you were getting a stadium type of thing. And it's great. It's in a perfect neighborhood. It's gonna build the team's fan base. If it's true what you read on Twitter that the team may consider playing more home games at Citi Field to build a foundation, that's the smart thing to do.
I think so too.
That'd be great.
I think so too.
And you're gonna. And we all know we're all from Queens now.
Yeah.
We know that soccer runs deep in these communities, and truth be told, the South Bronx didn't really embrace soccer as much as
As Queens,
a couple of
does,
neighborhoods in Queens will. Yeah.
it's true.
So I think it's great news. If the stadium's supposed to have like a community center also, which is great. If somehow that could be open year round type of thing, that's even better.
Hell yeah. Tifo painting spot.
Yeah, that'd be great too. Oh my god.
Or anything, yeah, like that. Like there might be some bars that are open because obviously there's no bars, nothing like that open there. So there's gonna be room for those opportunities to emerge.
Yep. The hotel, 250
room
hotel.
Yeah, the hotel.
You know, one of these ox are about to go open like super gas bodega.
Oh,
yeah.
of course.
Out there. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
1000%. Yes.
It's gonna be called like City Gas. Like that.
City Gas.
You know, like
fuck it, let's just open
City
it.
Blues.
Let's open it.
Yeah.
Let's get the money up and
so
just open it up.
That's all great. Hopefully the I guess the next phase of true NYCFC supporter heritage is to complain about something, right? So I guess the next time when people are going to start complaining is when more details, finalized details of the stadium construction design will be, and then up to that point, people shouldn't have nothing to complain about. This is all positives, all great news.
I mean, but you know, everybody finds something to complain about. As soon as the stadium was announced, they said 25,000 seats. People were like, "Oh, it should be 30,000." I even seen people go up to 70,000. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, no, I did. For real.
They were like,
people were saying 70,000 now, which is
then
insane.
you got like, oh, why is it 2027?
Yeah,
why can't it be next year? I'm like, first off, they already announced that the ground still needs about a year more to clean up. You need the construction of the buildings, the residence, the apartments should be the priority.
Yeah,
it's
you know, and also the 2027 isn't a hard date.
No.
They could probably finish it before that, you know.
I'm hoping
but 2027 is the date. The 2027 is the date the whole project of this phase of is completed. So maybe the stadium is done before. You don't know.
We don't know. Yeah, exactly.
So we don't know. It could be done once. We just know that the day they put the first shovel in the ground, it's about 2 years.
Yep, exactly.
So it's to get to that point. You know, however long it takes to get to that point. It could be a year. It could be 6 months. We don't know.
Can't wait though, man. I can't wait for that.
But it's great.
Very excited.
There's
for us.
We get our bricks.
It's it's accessible. It's the parking. People who drive, the city fuels already agreed to use the parking lots. There's no excuses now. You know, obviously for people who have to who are used to paying for parking at Yankee Stadium, there's something you have to just suck up or find. I'm not gonna tell you where to park because that's my spot, but you can find your own parking spot for free.
Yep.
Or don't drive.
Just take the train.
Yeah, the train. Well, I think YERRR goes there.
Yep. And the 7.
And the 7.
The 7, yeah.
Thanks.
The 7 is a very reliable train in both directions, really.
Yeah, very consistent.
On the express train, you're there in 20 minutes from Times Square.
From Grand Central.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So it's very accessible. I feel for a little bit for the upstate and New Jersey crowd, a little bit. A little bit, like not enough to care, but just a little bit. Like, oh yeah, you gotta drive, you gotta pay another toll.
Dang,
that's
wow. Anyways,
that's crazy. Yeah.
Wow. Anyways, enjoy the stadium in Queens.
Facts.
But this is all positive, you know. Like you said, David. Hopefully, it's open in 2026. Maybe watch parties there or friendlies for the World Cup.
Yep.
Stuff like that This is a really good time to be an NYCFC fan.
Oh yeah,
I think so too.
You know, like the mayor said, like everybody says, the first soccer-specific stadium for the only New York City soccer team.
Yes, sir. That's it. There's only one.
You know that there's this. Everybody's saying it. Those are the headlines. I didn't write this. Those are the headlines that you read.
Yep.
You know,
it's big.
So
news,
this is all
man.
good.
It's big news. Yeah, everybody's excited for it. Right, man. Send some love to your dad. You know, enjoy the World Cup.
Be safe.
Be safe. Yes,
Word.
Be safe out there. Don't do nothing stupid.
Yeah. Tomorrow was a big day for exploring, so we'll see how that goes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So if you could spot that ghost,
but so far,
fucking Casper.
They gave us one in the bag supposedly.
Oh
nice.
shit! Oh yeah, to go through the goodie bags and send us that video. I want to see what's in there.
Yeah. So yeah, there's this. I'm looking forward to it. It's the World Cup at the end of the day.
Yep.
And you know, everybody's here. Whoever's here is here for the same reason: support their teams and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we're all everybody is talking about everything else going on associated with the World Cup.
Yeah.
Outside the games, it's happening. I bumped into Argentine fans, and we were just like, "This is kind of weird. That's kind of weird. What's up with this? What's up with that?" So it's definitely different. I told my dad the vibes from Russia 2018. From the moment you walked the streets, you knew it was the World Cup.
Yeah.
Here, you walk down the streets, you really don't know it's a World Cup.
Yeah.
Because there's not the streets aren't crowded, the streets aren't packed. You know,
damn,
it's different. It's different. It's definitely different. Maybe as tomorrow, the next day, as more fans show up, things
maybe
get a little bit different.
Different crowds and stuff tomorrow, so maybe that'll.
Yeah, I'm thinking about hitting up the Fan Fest on Tuesday, not tomorrow. On Tuesday, I'm thinking about hitting up the Fan Fest.
Even before the tournament started.
Yeah.
Like, I remember seeing all the videos of the Mexicans pulling up, dancing La Chona on top of the buses and shit.
Yeah.
Brazil was
so
the same
it's
I'm sure.
Yeah, so I'm hearing a lot of bad things about the Fan Fest already.
Yeah, we all saw some stuff too about it, but
that they're not letting people in because they're saying it's packed. But meanwhile, I'm like, how is it packed? But it's supposedly at least 10 times bigger than the one in Moscow. And then the one in Moscow was huge.
Yeah, there was space.
So it's like, what do you mean there is packed? There's no way that's packed.
We gotta leave space for the Lord.
You know? Bro, I don't know if I should say something problematic, but something happened today at the stadium where I was like, bro, I want to accept the culture, but this is just wrong.
What happened?
So we get in. I'm gonna say it. We're getting in the stadium. It's sunset, and the Muslims brethren are praying. They're doing their prayers right there in the stadium, all over. And my dad goes, "This ain't fair. They're praying, like they got an advantage of us already." So they're praying. They have prayer sections in the stadium. Like, they were just deboing sections of the stadium and praying.
Hey.
Whatever, it's cool. I get it. That's their thing. Even in New York, you see the halal truck dude close the door for 10 minutes to pray on Fridays. You know, like I get it. What I found weird was that I immediately went into the bathroom to use the bathroom, and there's dudes washing their feet in the sink.
Wow.
I mean,
what, like 1 foot at a time?
Yeah, because for the prayer, for Muslim prayers, they have to wash behind the ears, the feet, their hands. You know, they have to wash that to pray or after prayer. I forget how it goes, and their foot is in the sink.
Did you bless the toilets?
Nah, bro. Like, I got right out of there. I'm like, nah, I'm out. I'm about to catch foot fingers on my ass. I'm out of here.
Listen, as long as their feet weren't in the toilet, I mean, I guess
I don't know that.
It's a sink.
What happened to blessing all the new stadiums?
Yeah.
He couldn't even eat, let alone.
You know what?
That's true. He couldn't even eat.
I haven't had a proper meal. Yeah.
He's waiting for McDonald's.
Facts.
So, but it's the World Cup. Ecuador's in first place.
Congrats, bro.
People were joking. People were joking that if we beat Qatar, Qatar's going to cancel the World Cup. So and I was like, if they cancel the World Cup,
you won it.
Are we the champions? We're the champions then, right?
You guys scored 2 goals. So
all right, then.
You're officially the champs, yo.
So let's cancel the World Cup. Let's just shut it down now.
All right.
So
right now.
Congrats on your World Cup victory, man.
Thank you. Yes.
But all right, Joe, hit us up, man. Send us videos and all that shit. And like we said,
I'm gonna do the unboxing, the unbagging of, you could say, right now, and I'll send you guys the video.
Yeah.
And this is the World Cup. Waka waka hey hey. And
all right, bro. Sanchez, we'll talk soon, yo.
Take care, guys.
Later, bro.
Right, bro.
Yep.
Hello.